That's why.
There you go.
Nope. You can stay out of here.
Hey, Dan. Hey, Tom. How's everybody? Normally I'm jumping in on everybody else's live. Been a while since I got on StreamYard, so it was hard to remember how to figure it out. Forgot how to run it.
What up?
What have you been up to? What's up, bro? And I might have to change chairs.
You want to bring that other chair up?
No, not right now. I'll be all
What's
right.
up, LP, JB?
313, Tom. That's good. You
Nicole,
pretty quick.
Tom, Turbo Tom, Danny Boyd, JL Outdoors. What's going on, everybody? Trying to get Rob going on this live stream stuff. Let's give me just a second.
Yeah, we're scrambling, trying to get everything set up, but we got it. JB, did you get your power back?
There you go. I'll probably put you a little lower to the ground.
All right, everybody. What's happening? Should probably give let Rob give a little bit of his automotive background, let you know what's going on, what he does every day, all day. You can ask him
Shopcat,
some
hey, what's
questions.
happening?
What's up, Brian? And you can.
I appreciate you guys jumping in here. It's cool.
Yeah.
I think my first live, I think I had 3 people.
I had many lives where I only had one. It was Don.
Yeah. I remember being in there a couple times too.
Mm-hmm. What's up,
Rob the
something
Wrench.
Garage?
I
love that name.
Funny. Well, the funny thing is there's a couple of my buddies that like to call me Robbie the Robot. It's funny as hell. They don't know how to work on cars, so they think I'm just I know everything, but I don't.
He's the machine.
My back don't feel like that.
Oh, what happened? I don't know why it did that. But
Thanks, JB. Appreciate that.
thanks, JB. Out of
Out
Order
of Order
Garage. How you
Garage.
doing? Shop Cat. What's happening, everybody? Welcome to the new lives, I guess. I think what we want to try
Something Garage. I didn't see you sneak in here either.
Yeah, I love that name.
I know it.
But I think we want to try and do like a tech talk, because we're both 30-year plus mechanics. I mean, we've done this stuff all our life.
Well, I had a funny question. We got 13 in here so far.
Yeah.
With everybody here, what's the weirdest thing someone or customer-wise has given you before? Because I got a story for you.
Oh, Lord. I gotta go sub something garage.
I think I got him. I'll check here in a little bit.
Everybody else I've got. Let's see. Let's go over here.
Hey, Colleen. Thanks for stopping in.
Hey, Colleen. something something garage here.
I don't even think.
Oh, cool. He's got some cool toy cars and stuff. All right, I am officially subscribed to something something. He's got 1,400. That's pretty good. I don't know how long he's been. Let's see. Just came from the Mimi show. Yeah. Oh, is Ryan doing that again? That's good. Or Eric, sorry.
A toggle switch for the gauge lights because of the stereo install. Traces on gauge printouts, printed circuit board. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're all car nuts.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, there's no medication for what we got.
No. Whenever
I'm
somebody
okay
has-
with that. Well, anyway, so
flagging Dan's messages.
lady came in and I've worked on her van a few times. She knows I've been there a real long time, and she asked me what I thought about little gadgets for race cars or whatnot. So she brings me this G-force meter that was made in like the 90s by someone Valentine that used to race at Killcare.
Yeah.
And his very first one he ever made, he put in a Porsche. It measured takeoff G's and braking G's.
Oh, kind of like a draggy.
Yeah, but old school, first
Yeah.
generation.
Mm-hmm.
So she's bringing it to me tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
so
cool.
I'm going to have to make a crazy ass video on that one.
Yeah, definitely. Do you have like an age restriction on yours live or something?
Maybe.
Yeah, because it keeps flagging when people put cursed words in there. I gotta approve them.
I think the last time I did this, I did not have the age restriction,
And
and
it freaked out. You need to put,
Yeah.
when you don't have an age restriction, just put it's not for kids. And then it won't flag all the language. But we can change that later. We're not going to be able to do it now.
well, it says private chat, and no, it doesn't. That
No,
was
you don't have private chat.
that's something
Well,
else,
you
never
do.
mind.
That's me and you.
Okay.
Like I can send you messages they can't see like right now, but no, it's when you set it up. We'll fix it later. It's
Yes, Dan, you're right. He did do radar detectors too,
yep.
because I looked it up earlier today.
Yeah, it would be awesome, wouldn't it? Something. John, what's happening, buddy?
Hey, man.
No, we actually waited on you guys to finish. So
Yep.
I'm happy they got the 500.
we-
So
We just chilled here and watched him.
we were
I'm
having
good with it.
technical. We were having technical difficulties anyway.
Only a few. It's all right.
You know how it is when I try and do a live. It's like it's all goofed up.
But I do have something else. I did get,
Oh yeah, he's got some stuff from Competition Products.
yeah, got my jacket. This camera's backwards.
Yeah,
Belts.
Sedum belts. Yeah. Ooh, got some stickers, huh? Nice.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
And the G-force for the jacket.
Yeah.
They give you a flyer too for all the sales and stuff they're getting rid of. Super cheap.
Mm-hmm.
There was a crank kit in there I saw. Yes, going in the Camaro. But there's a crank kit on there. If they'd have had that, what, 2 years ago? Hey, Mohawk. Good to see you.
Did you see what Colleen put?
No. Working at parts counter.
Yeah, Rob worked in a parts house for a stint. She smacked him.
Man, I saw some bad stuff in those weekend bulletproof mechanics.
Yeah.
They were out of hand.
What's up, Mohawk? How you doing?
No, Nationwide was around. I was a little guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Dad arguing with a few of those guys before.
Yeah, that changed to Western Auto and then went to Advance Auto.
Yep.
I was actually in that building just a little while ago. It's a dollar store now.
Hey, old man.
What's old man in the shop? What's happening, buddy? How you doing?
Early
Where is
90s.
the Don? Where is Don English at? We need my Don.
Man, I'm not even for sure anymore. I didn't keep track of that, but
Whoops.
we did go through and hit their blowout sales on oil and everything else. I remember that part.
I'll message Wendy and tell her we're live on your channel.
Yep. Yeah, that Western Auto Parts America didn't last very long.
Oops.
But somehow we'll move up in the ranks at some point and get some of that tech talk going.
Yeah, I think that's what we need to do on your channel. My channel can be the goofy channel.
It already is.
Yeah, right. Oh, let me try and put the
420. I was at 420 and I fell down to 414.
Yeah, that happens, unfortunately. Let's send Wendy the link. There we go. All right. See what that
Oh,
does.
418. Yeah, it jumped a few.
Yeah, you just got a few. Well,
No,
Jason
from
said
JB.
you got
Yeah.
3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rob is at 418. Don English is at 420.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, Don will definitely make it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Don will be fine. I mean, once it warms up and everybody that works on their stuff outside, like you and Don, and they'll get busy. I mean, JB's works outside. I like to work outside when I can. I got the garage cleaned up a lot over the weekend.
Yeah, I will be there one time. Sometime soon. I'm hoping.
Yeah, 500 Live is close. Yes.
Well, and a lot of stuff has calmed down too. So, and then once the weather can break and I can get back outside, it'll change.
Yeah, I think
It's hard to
I think the rest
do
of this
anything at
month's
the
gonna
shop.
Rest of this month's going to be yucky, but I think after that we'll be fine.
I snuck that little wiring chewing job from those the little critter shorts.
Yeah, that critter. Yeah, yeah.
I snuck that one in there real quick just before they come back out in the shop.
I found some critters in my garage. I had like a.
They make it to the S10?
No.
Oh, okay.
You know where the refrigerator was? There was one of those plastic mat things that I unroll and lay under the car.
Yeah.
Well, they really liked that because they chewed the crap
It was
out.
warm
of it.
as hell, I bet.
Oh yeah, I made them a big old nest in there.
Something, man. I got one short. It's still getting some hits here and there, but it hit 93,000 views, and I got 120-ish subs from that thing.
Yeah, the shorts are,
And
because it's so easy for them to just hit the subscribe button, like boop.
yep.
Long form stuff, we got to put the link in, and which
Brown
reminds-
recluse. Spray that shit.
Yeah.
I would
Did you see the
bomb
video
that
of the
thing.
one that? Did you see the video of the one I found behind that when I took the wheel off the S?
Yes.
Oh, that thing is creepy.
That
Man.
was just a wolf spider, though. Those
Yeah,
guys you can play with.
I don't know what it was. I don't mess with none of them big spiders. I just let him go. Like, hey, go on, go do your thing, man. And she had put a nest in there. Even like the wheel was bolted on the car. Like,
Right.
how'd she crawl in there? And like one spot she had a nest, and the other spot she was sleeping. It's like, whoa. Engine Light Garage, what's happening?
Engine Light Garage. That's another good
That's
name.
another good one, yeah. Check him out.
I'd burn the garage.
I'm just gonna do like Buck does. I'm just gonna check everybody's channel out while Rob's doing his thing.
I try to do that.
It's hard. I mean, Buck does it well. Like, but it's hard to keep track of the chat and then putting channels in, and actually the lives in general are kind of they're difficult. It's hard to keep up with everybody.
Well,
Yes, the
I
shot-
mean,
yeah.
this one not so much because you can take your time and read the questions, but there's a few of those I've seen. There's just, it's not possible.
Yeah, JB's correct. Sometimes they don't stick because they don't like a video of yours. That's true.
Mhm.
So far I've done pretty good. Or I just subbed in. Yeah, he's got 16 subscribers. He's got 17 now. Looks like he does stuff like we do. Oh, he's got an old OBD1 video. Nice.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh
That's
no, that's
something
not
else a
him.
customer
That's not
gave
him.
me.
I'm sorry. Sorry, that's not him.
the early, like 79 to 81 diagnostic tool.
Mm-hmm.
Old Terry Wilcox gave me one, but it's
Oh, did he?
missing the yeah, it's missing
Is
a
it the
couple
Tech
pieces, but no, it's even earlier than
Oh.
that.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yes, yeah, that's what I said when I was reading through it. I want to see if I can't find the other wire to.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have the original box, so
Yeah,
I don't know
John
what
says
it's missing.
words. Yeah. You don't realize how difficult it is to do a live. It's like that's why I kind of went on a bit of a hiatus, but it's just there's so much stuff going on. We've got so much stuff going on right now.
That's brave, Mohawk.
And eventually you guys will find out what's going on. It's just we have a lot of stuff.
A Cletus Live, yeah. Yep. Way too fast.
Oh yeah, they're man. You get on those guys' chat, and it's so fast. Even on those.
You need a
slow
Lars.
That's right. Well, that's why I told Rob. I said, hey, get you on going live, and then I'll be the admin, which I am an admin of his channel anyway. But local Kmart
Yeah, no
for
attached garage.
$15.95. Oh. Yeah, I did the same thing, Mohawk. I let that truck run for a little while Sunday, and I was like, yeah, maybe that'll kill all the damn spiders. The spiders and the mice that I found. Yeah, I put some. It ran out
Lots
of
of
gas.
overlap. Ah,
What's
but it
that?
sounds good too.
Yeah, you ain't
Fired
got
up my
attached.
fastback. Ah,
Yeah. Yeah, I got exhaust on the truck now, so it's like it's not so bad to start it up. I need to work on it, the exhaust some more, but oh man, I didn't even get to tell you this. So I took did you see the video where I popped the U joints out of the drive shaft with the heat?
mhm.
It
Oh
pushed it.
man, those
So
things
I
have
was doing
shot
that-
off there before.
Oh, you didn't see it pop at the end?
No,
Yeah, if you watch the video all the way to the end, it goes pop. I was literally like,
I saw smoke.
So I was done with the video and I'm panning away and it goes pop and I got back. I can show you. But anyway, so I was taking that yoke off because I was like, well, I'm going to stick it in the transmission. I'm going to get the transmission hooked up, And that yoke will not fit in that transmission, and everything I'm reading, it's supposed to fit. They're all supposed to be it's like a 28 spline.
The Turbo
got-
350 spline.
Yeah, and that's what it, and that's what mine. It had a 700. Or they're all the same spline, and so it was dark under there. I was just trying to put it in there, and I was going to measure for a drive shaft while I was at it.
Mhm.
This was Sunday. It was really nice. And I was cleaning and farting around. Put some gas in the truck. Started it up. I put a oil pressure gauge on it, which the stupid ferrule already. I went to tighten it, and the nut broke. I'm like, yeah, that's me. But anyway, I was just working on little odds and ends things. I got the hood latch working.
I've got 2 spare drive shafts for the Camaro with 350 yokes.
Well, the problem is this transmission is out of a 59 to a 64 Impala.
Mhm.
Well, they have a 2-piece drive shaft, so it actually
Mhm.
had a stub shaft that went in there. It's only like a 20 spline. It's a real coarse spline.
Oh,
I'm like, and you can't. So far I haven't been able to find a yoke, but Hunter says one of the guys that comes to their shop, he has a bunch of those old Chevys, and he's hoping he can get a drive shaft from him so we can get the yoke off of it. I'm like,
Dan, that is a good question. We have a guy, Dayton Driveline,
mhm.
Tim. He's awesome.
It's
He
not
tells you
Tim
exactly
anymore. He
where
retired.
he's still there. He
He's
still
in the
answers.
back. That's right. He works
Yes.
in the back. Yeah. Because I sent some stuff
But
over there, and he called me the other day. Was working on. We were doing drive shafts on that Jeep,
mhm.
and yeah.
But he has you measure from the tail shaft of the transmission to the center point of the rear U joint, and he'll cut you a drive shaft and have it fit perfect.
Mm-hmm. Well, and he makes sure that
Hi,
the
Ashley.
weight is on the weight of the cars on the ground too, because you want the suspension at normal travel. Hey,
What
Ashley.
Shop cats say. Never measure it.
JB finally figured out. Hey, you're gonna have some pretty custom hillbilly slapper bars when I get done with them too, JB. Hey, there's a guy. It's called KY No Prep. He's got the square body S10, but the newer front end type
Mhm.
S10,
The 94.
and they do no prep racing on like street tires, like the tires that are on my truck right now. And he had it out over the weekend for the first time. They go to all these tracks before they've been prepped and go racing in Kentucky. That truck pulled the wheels past the 60-foot. It's a nitrous small block
Damn.
with these little tiny tires on it, and he's got leaf springs and cow tracks. And then he was talking about he's going to start doing videos about. We've been messaging each other back and forth because I told him I was interested. I really want to know how to make these things hook on the street or on a bad surface. And so like I said, we messaged each other on Facebook, and he sent me that video. I was like, dang.
Hey, Layden.
He's like, dude, I barely even did a burnout.
Oh, God.
What's up, Layton? How you
No.
doing, brother, man?
I don't doubt that mine's going to hook really good as soon as I get some stickies on it.
Yeah,
'Cause it tried hooking with those street tires.
But man, this guy, he's good. So he
Yeah.
pretty much told me, try what I got now, play with adjustment on the bar. He told me how to preload those bars. He's like, they tell you to do, like put a dime in between them. He's like, don't do that. He's like, put that thing on the spring and crank it like a whole turn.
Well, that's what CalTrack tells you to do. They said to touch it. Now, competition engineering, they want you to play with the distance on it.
Mm-hmm. But then he does long travel upper ball joints, so the front end comes up, which I want to do that. Mine needs control arms and ball joints anyway. So,
Well, the kid, he's got a sway bar set up on the back of that S10.
mm-hmm. Have you
that
seen the
I
new
think's
front end they put on it?
Yes.
Oh, it's crazy. It is crazy.
But he's still running the leaf springs and everything on that S10, and it
He's got
is
a
hauling.
single cow track spring and cow tracks, and then he's got an anti-roll bar on it. Yeah, and I think they're going to put an anti-squat bar on it too. So, but he's still running buggy springs. So,
Well, the old nitrous bottles is getting almost $100 a bottle for a 10-pound bottle.
mm-hmm.
So I decided against putting that plate on my car.
Right.
That'd be expensive.
Yeah, that's why guys get those big mother bottles and fill them up themselves. Because I think you can buy a mother bottle for like $400, and then all you need is a scale, and you can fill your own nitrous bottles.
Eh,
But yeah,
it'll
like
last
I said,
longer.
the motor will be fine. Yeah,
Well, the motor would take it, I'm sure.
yeah. But I mean,
I built
it'll
the
run
hell out of
fine
it.
on motor. Oh,
Oh,
AHRA changed the uh, the street bracket. They call it Sportsman now. You used to be able to run 12 flat. Now you can
yeah.
run 1160. The slow
Oh,
bracket, you can run 1160 in it now.
holy crap.
Yeah, yeah. So that means that's like 750 8-mile cars are gonna be running in street bracket now. shit,
Dan, mount a
shit
mother
like I
tank in
used to
that
run.
car.
Yeah. Yeah, you put the whole thing hanging out the back. Have a flag on it. Dun, 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 dun. All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah, Leighton, I agree. I don't have a blow through or a power adder fuel injection. So it's just going to be NA until I decide to change something. I love that fuel injection. It's too good to me. So I'm going to leave it alone for now. It ought to run pretty good. So it should be cool. Oh, you've seen it, Leighton? God, I can imagine. That's a gigantic bottle. Yeah, if I would have known what I did, because I put Phytech on mine, and it took me a month, no, probably 3 months total to finally get it to where I could start and drive the car. Because I tried taking it around the block, you couldn't get out of first gear. As soon as you shifted in a second, it would fall on its face and die. And then I had a brand new fuel pressure regulator blow fuel all over the right side of my engine, all over the plug wires, and scared the hell out of me. Dude, my Phytech, it works great. You can ask Jason. I can rip that thing up the street. I'd show you. Did a plug read on it last year after a real good rip, and it's still lean. I can give it more fuel. So a lot of people can't stand the Phytech, and well, to tell you the truth, I almost kicked it to the curb, but Jason talked me into waiting, and then I talked myself into waiting, and I'm glad I did.
I still don't like the one on Dad's car.
Well, the messed up thing is it ran.
I would rather put that back on it and make it run. Well, while we were talking about that, put the carburetor on it, get it running, get the timing set, and then
Well, we're pulling the cylinder heads
because
Friday.
we can bolt a carburetor on that intake, so
Hmm.
and probably just feed it with a bottle and get it, you know what I mean, get it tuned in. You gonna put those
It's
valve
not
springs on?
luck. Yes, it's not luck, Leighton. It is not luck.
Man, it's a
If luck had
pain.
it, it'd be gone.
Yeah, it's a pain. But his is doing pretty good, and they're getting better with their tech support. Luckily, because
Well,
man,
and their software is getting better too.
yeah, when we first got that thing, like they had no tech support at all. I mean, none. Like it was email. It was stupid. Like so now you can actually call the guys. You know.
Well, and we put multi-port on that LS of my uh, brother-in-law's, and it was a pain in the ass at first, and it was dumping raw fuel on bank one. It was just pouring out of the header.
Yeah, JB. Actually that carburetor that JB's running, those 2 barrel Hollies.
Hmm.
Man, you know that
You
I
ran the
ran.
one forever.
I did. I ran in an 11-second range with that on my car. Like that's the only way I could slow it down because back then we could only run 12 flat in the street, and
Hmm.
that's when Mark's car broke. Mark made it to Indy to points, So we couldn't slow it down until I did that. I put that carburetor on. It still ran too quick. We had to put a throttle stop on it. But man, those carburetors, it left just as hard. And it was hilarious. People couldn't believe it had a 2-barrel on it.
Now, my 750, it would work good one season. The following, I fought it all year.
That's Holly's, man. They just the casting and the whatever material that it finally goes away. I was lucky with that one. That one's been a good carburetor, but I got in the habit of draining it out in the wintertime and not letting it sit with nasty stuff.
And that may have been where I screwed up the last time.
Well, and like if the gas has got any water in it and it freezes, it screws up the inside of them too. So
Yeah.
but
Well, the best thing I did was delete that power valve in the back,
yeah, well,
and it ran the
I
best.
I take them all out. This one doesn't have any power valves in it. I take the valves out, jet them up 10, and but I
I
wasn't
couldn't exactly
driving
take
it.
the front one out. Right.
Yeah, if you were driving it, you got to have a power valve when you're driving it. But when it's off or on like we were doing, you don't need that crap. In my opinion, I mean, I'm sure that like Andy, man, he knows how to set one up now. That guy is a genius at carburetors. But I do like carburetors still. I know my truck's fuel injected, but if I ever come across the stuff to put a carburetor on, I probably will.
Well, I still adjust carburetors and stuff at work.
It's
I
just-
still put the
it's like
Carters
having a-
or the Elderbrox on.
Yeah, it's like having a carburetor car and switching it over to fuel injection. You got $2,000 in it by the time you got everything done. Well, it's the same way with putting a carburetor on an LS. By the time you buy the intake and the computer to run it, which actually, I was talking to a guy that runs stock class. He runs not stock class, but he runs a competition eliminator. He runs a dragster with an LS engine in it. And he wanted to go to carburetor. Well, they kept buying those MSD boxes. They kept burning up. He runs a stock computer on it, the fuel injection computer, and he just puts a throttle position sensor on the carburetor.
Whoa.
And a map sensor, and that's how he runs
Yeah.
it. And he can change the timing. He goes in the computer, he can change the timing, and he's never had a problem with it after that. So,
Well, after I got mine worked out, and I actually could record data. Well, like Leighton just said here, the tunability
yeah.
at 5,900, it was going lean, so I richened it up at 5,900, and then went out and ripped it, and it was totally different. And I showed you, I sent you a picture of that spark plug,
Mm-hmm.
and it could get more fuel,
Yeah.
but for cruising, it's perfect.
Can you just get a crank
Computer.
trigger? Well, yeah, kind of, but the computer already has a crank trigger in it. But the problem with the LS is firing the coils because it has 8 coils. So you have to have something to fire them in the correct firing order, which you would have to have a distributor pretty much. Well, I mean, I guess a crank trigger. If it was one of those flying crank triggers, they had a distributor on the front, yeah.
Mhm.
But that's very expensive. Like you have to have
That
one of
is.
those grids. That's like $5,000, And the rules, I think the rules stated that he had to have the factory type ECU on the car as well. It's competition eliminators are weird class. Like you have to have.
No, not OptiSpark.
OptiSpark is the devil. If you want
We still have a customer.
If you want to work on something all the time, get an LT1 with an OptiSpark on it. You'll work on that sumbitch all the time.
We we have a customer with a 92 Caprice, I think, the blue one.
Mm-hmm.
Lady's got the Camaro too. Well, that Caprice, it drops those OptiSparks so freaking often.
Nobody makes one as good.
Well, no, I found one. It was some off-the-wall Chinese white box. This thing has lasted the absolute longest.
Go figure.
I know. It was probably some child labor, cheapest
Yeah.
POS.
Some little
but
kid was
it
getting socks and
works
making OptiSparks in the same. making rubber dog shit and OptiSparks. Oh, same thing. White box.
Opti junk. That is right,
Yeah.
Leighton.
Yeah, I hate those things. That was the most ridiculous thing ever.
Man, the rules aren't. They get annoying. They do, but for the most part, it's to keep everybody safe. But
Oh, another thing they changed in bracket racing. So a lot of guys take the bracket 2 car and they go run bracket 3 and they just dial it,
mhm.
Say they run 10 flat in bracket 2, well then they'll go and dial 1160 in bracket 3. Well, if they
Caplinger?
do that, they have to the slower dial they put on the car when they go back into their other bracket, they have to dial that dial. So they can't double dial, you know what I mean? Like they're making it hard on them to be jumping around brackets, but
Yeah. Wasn't that Caplinger that did that?
oh, a bunch of them did it. A bunch of them
I
did
know, but it was the ones that always got butt hurt
it. Yeah,
no matter what.
yeah.
I can't remember his name.
Well, Kaplinger was
He had,
good. I mean, whatever
was it? He
bracket
had
he
the
was in.
Malibu.
Yeah, he had 2 Malibus.
Okay, that was him.
He
Yeah.
had like a G body, and then he's got like an old '72. He's only
Yep.
got the one car now. I don't think he jumps around brackets anymore. I mean, he's a good driver though. Like,
You remember that altered that came to the Americana Car Show a long time ago in Centerville? He actually
no,
drove it off the trailer onto the car show on 48.
mm-mm.
I guess maybe you weren't there that year. Well, anyway, he ran that altered out of Killcare for a long time, and now he has an actual dragster.
Mm.
And I saw him at Meyer tonight, and he looked at me and he was just like, "Wait a minute, I can't remember you, but I know your dad, Dan." So
Yeah, when you buy a water pump, yes.
he he asked me if Dad still had his car, and I'm like, "Yeah, it's just been sitting for a little while. So one day it'll come back out."
Hmm. Yeah, Mohawk. This is my first EFI car that I'm working on now, but it's all stock stuff, so it's not going to be. I mean, I want to go in and work on it, tune it once I get everything going. I want to get a tuner suite or whatever it is. What is it? Oh, I can't think of what it is. And actually, you can
Well,
use.
see, my thought on the whole EFI thing was, we work on them all day long.
What's up, Rich?
We don't get to tune them, but we get to see data stream and everything else. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm just going to get EFI and throw it on my car. I should be able to figure it out by looking at the data stream. Oh my God, was I wrong?
Not that data stream. Yeah, it's
No, it was completely
yeah.
different.
You're looking at KPA and yeah,
It's everything different.
yeah. The fuel,
But, after,
the air fuel ratio is different. Yeah, everything.
kind of. I mean, that didn't bother me much more than everything else. But boy, was I wrong.
Yeah, the mega squirts are actually pretty good. They're kind of universal. I
Mega
actually,
Squirt,
yeah, I actually looked into
ex
them.
girlfriend.
Not this live. You're not in the chat. You are the show here, dipshit.
But what is the Mega Squirt?
So it's like a universal ECU. Like it's actually made for 4 cylinders for like motorcycles and stuff, for like high boosters and shit. So what you do is
Oh,
it either bank fires or batch fires the coils. So if you run on a V8, well, you just whatever cylinders or sister cylinders, you batch fire those coils together. So you get one firing on the intake stroke and one firing on the exhaust stroke, which is what everything does anyway. And they're pretty cheap, and you can plug them into a laptop and you can change stuff
huh.
on them, and it's just universal. You have to wire everything up,
Hmm.
and the instructions are kind of vague. But yeah, there's the mini squirt, and then there's the mega squirt, and then there's a new one they just came out with. It's like a LS. I don't know what it's called. It might be the LS squirt. I don't know, but it's actually like you plug it in, but it's it's $1,000 or $1,200
Yeah,
or whatever. So
like everything else.
yeah, and it's like
Very
I got
cool, Rich. That's awesome.
what's up, Rich? 6,200 views. Heck yeah, man. He's
at
got some cool old
6.2K.
cars. Yeah.
It's 266 subs, 105 views. What? Oh, okay. I see now.
105 view hours.
Yep.
One day.
That's
Nice.
awesome. God dang.
Since they started paying for shorts, I don't know what happened, but I've got one short that's just took off. And it's from like 2 years ago. It's like 175,000 views right now, and it's like it's crazy. I, I was looking
Well,
at
someone had to have looked at it
20,000.
and
They're picking up all my shorts now from way back and pushing them.
yeah.
Like they didn't go before. And yeah, it's crazy. So I'm at. So just, I mean, this is me just doing shorts, and it's like I'm doing an experiment, and I've been doing it for the last 30 days. That's why one of the reasons why I haven't been doing lives. But
Hey,
in the last
Dr. Art,
30
how are
days,
you,
I've
man?
gotten 140. What's up, Doc? We've got 141,000 views, 1,400 hours watch time, 180 new subscribers, and in the last 48 hours, it's like 21,000 views, and it's just shorts, just all shorts, like stuff from work. And so, like, it works. It can be done if, you know. So that's kind of what I've moved into. That's kind of why I've been
Right.
on this hiatus, is I'm in a research mode to see, you know, what's going to work and what isn't. And shorts are working, just letting everybody know. So keep doing them.
Oh, I know they work.
Mm-hmm. The only thing is, like JB said, I don't know how long they're going to stick, because usually for the subscriber to stick, they have to watch the video, like it, or leave a comment, or, you know, something of that nature.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, last 60 minutes, I've gotten 700 views on that one short. Yeah, it's been like this for weeks.
Well, I've actually 748 views in the last 48 hours is really high for me.
Well, this one's at 21,000 in the last 48 hours. So, and that's
Thanks, Colleen. Appreciate it.
I mean, the one big one, it's like 13,000, and one's like 2,800. That drive shaft one's 2,800 in the last 2 days. It's just, it's mind blowing what they're doing with shorts and pushing them.
You too, something,
me.
something.
Take it easy, Colleen. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. Take it easy, something, something. What was I getting ready to say? But yeah, it's just crazy how it took off. So yeah, I'm just in research mode. What was I gonna say though? I forgot. I don't know. Anyway, but it's working.
I'm just glad to have this many people in here. Shoot.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, if you guys could, anybody that's in here could throw us a like. Oh, we got 10 likes. That's cool. Oh, fat guy cluttered house said 3 times Jack Black. Yeah, I gotta go back. See, there's, oh, see, Dust Devil. Yeah, it's not letting these, some of these messages come through. I'm sorry, I'm checking them right now. I'm not being a good moderator. There we go. I think I fixed them. 12 likes on your screen. Yeah, we're at 14 now. Thanks, guys. How many we got in here? I can't see it on my side.
14.
Oh, okay.
There was 16, but Colleen and something left.
Yeah, so I can't see them. I can't see them on my end, unfortunately. Gave us a like. Thank you. Wilburn. GTFTS. Oh. But yeah. It's just interesting how it works. And then on TikTok, I have one video that's 4.7 million views. It doesn't make any sense. And I think I'm almost 4,000 subscribers on there, and I started that almost a year ago, I think, in May.
Hey, Don.
Don, what's happening, brother?
He found you.
I know. I sent Wendy a link. What's up, brother? Yeah, it's crazy, and the comments just have been insane too. Like, of course, some of the comments you get are like, "Holy moly, did you even watch the video?"
Right.
Yeah. Hey, Dan commented on our when I put the other link up. Oh, Wendy wasn't home. Okay, gotcha. Just look that acronym up.
I think me and Don are now tied at 420.
Yeah, getting close, huh? You guys are going
Thanks,
to have a
Does
drag
Devil.
race.
Appreciate it, man. Well, Dr. Art, what you did with the whole thing with giving away the hats and going to your videos, and you're reactivating all those videos you did a long time ago. That was a really smart thing to do. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, and like, yeah, exactly. It's just it's weird. It just came alive. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like I almost feel like they were holding back on us because my revenue is like more than double what it used to be, and it's like people are watching the stuff that I mean, it's videos I even forgot about. I'm going through my analytics and looking at it, and I'm like, man, I forgot about that video, and now it's like got 8 views or something, And like I go into the analytics,
Yep.
and it has like 10 views in 3 years.
Yeah.
Like, it's like the algorithm has woke up, or maybe it's just threw us into algorithm now that it's getting views. I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense.
Me too, Don. Oh, absolutely. He's shot this year.
Yeah, yeah. Don's got it fine.
Yeah.
He starts working on the old car some more. Yeah, he'll be.
Well, everybody likes those Valiants too.
Oh yeah.
My car, everybody's got a damn Camaro,
Yeah.
except for the Mopar guys.
I'll be right back.
All right. Anyone looking for a call out? Yeah, I don't know that. I might do a call out later once I get mine all ironed out. I don't know yet. Oh, yeah, I appreciate that, Dan. It is nice. I've spent a lot of time on it. I had that car for, well, 20, almost 26 years now. So it's been through hell and back. Yeah, thanks. That's all right though. I've worked on them all. I still got customers. I got a 71 Roadrunner with some kind of I want to say it was a 446 pack. It's a 4-speed. It's yellow. It's really, really nice. And the old guy hardly ever drives it. So he brings it to me, leaves it to me for a few days. I take it out and I drive it, and I blow the dust out of the brakes and knock the dust off the tires. So I work on them.
Yeah, he works on them all day, every day, just like me. So if you guys ever have any questions, it's shoot us a message, or we've got emails, I'm sure. Brian.
I think I was like number 3 subscriber to Don.
Anyone looking for call outs? I want to race as many people as I can. I want to go down the track as many times as
Oh,
possible.
regardless, I'm going down the track. I don't care. But I might call out somebody once I get my car, ironed out and crap.
Me and JB
It's
got
still
a
not
race,
100%.
but he's gonna pull spark plug wires off. I might have to get some hood pins that lock. Of course, you can just reach right through the fender.
Right.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
St. Louis, huh?
Come down to St. Louis. I need all the help I can get. You going to Gateway? That's a
Trade
nice
your
track.
Camaro for a Scamp.
I would love to have a Scamp.
You know the money I put in my car? I bet you I couldn't even have a Mopar on the road yet.
Man, I saw Stacy's selling his Nova.
He's
I was-
been trying to sell
I
it.
was thinking about it. but I know
Jason Bush was going to buy it.
I was like, he probably wants too much for it though.
I think he wanted 7,000 for just the body, just the car.
Right. He said it had a transmission in it.
Yes.
Just call him, see what transmission's in it. You want to sell that transmission? I'm
It's a
really
400
thinking.
turbo,
I'm
fully
really,
manual.
I'm really thinking about going turbo now because I have a feeling this drive shaft's going to be a debacle. Oh yeah, you
Yep.
are right by Gateway, aren't you, Ryan? I think we did talk about that.
He's got a 394 stroker that was in that car.
Yeah.
It ran 1060s, I think.
I just jerked the motor out of the S10 and put in it. put all the crap from the S10 in that.
Well,
I don't want to start up.
that hot rod motor's got a spun bearing.
Yeah, I don't want to start all over. I do not want to.
Man, I've got probably, in the 26 years I've owned that car, I've probably got 10 grand in it.
Oh yeah, easy.
But just this past build, I've probably got a total of 3 grand in it.
There you go, Don. Yeah, that's a good idea.
I mean, why not? That'd be a cool
Yeah.
video, Don.
Yeah, tear it down and change them. I mean, those intakes. One nice thing about those 440s, I don't think water runs through those either. I think you just pull the intake off.
I don't think you can change the output shaft. I think you got to change the whole drum. I think it's part of it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the fucking planetary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the output shafts on the planetary. So the whole transmission would have to come back apart again.
Yeah. And that thing was shoehorned in there in a half.
Yeah, I mean, take the transmission out the bottom would be no problem, but I really don't want to have to go through and because I think if I changed the planetary, I'd have to change the tail housing and all that stuff too. And it was like, then I'll be like, well, I might as well just eliminate the rear pump, which a lot of guys do, and and then here I am, $5 grand in the transmission when I could go buy one like James has from up Hughes up north.
Yeah.
But I don't want to have that much tied up in the transmission.
I saw Cohen sells them too, and they're about the same price.
Yeah. It's like, so luckily I haven't invested in a converter yet, which I almost did. I didn't tell you this either. Summit had all their Hayes converters on clearance. And that was weird. I actually heard you sneeze through the floor before it came through the speaker.
Sorry. Hey, 6%.
What's up, 6%? Mopars and GM, yeah.
Man,
But, I
love
like
them all.
everything.
Except for Geo.
Yeah. I mean, I raced a Ford for 17, 18 years.
Who was it, JB that has that Geo? Who is that? Who has the Geo?
JB? JB don't know Geo.
Somebody's got a Geo. I can't remember who it was.
Linkage might be the problem. And we'll just go down to Tractor Supply and get some threaded rod. I think there's a Tractor Supply down the road from the track.
Yeah, that's mechanical
Yeah.
throttle, right?
Yeah, we'll just get some all thread, twist one up real quick. I can do that.
Did
Yeah,
that a couple
350
times on
turbo.
Dad's.
Yeah, 350 turbo would be fine for the S10, Dan. I'd probably put a 350 or a 400 in it. Dad's got a 400. I just need to talk him out of it.
I couldn't even
You're breaking
talk
up.
him out of them junk dart heads.
Yeah, for some reason you are buffering now.
I should have just taken him.
Hold on a second. Let me yell at him. All right, it came back up. You were buffering really bad there for a second.
Yeah, as long as Don goes through tech.
Ah,
This laptop is like 15 years old.
so we're
So,
having
well,
we're having
10
laptop
maybe.
problems. Yeah. And we're going on an hour anyway, so it's about that time for everything to start screwing up. Usually when it happens to me.
Right.
But yeah, I thought
Duster
maybe
started as a shell last year. Almost
See if
every
Dad would-
part on the car was. Dude, I bet you I have 20 different Camaros and Firebirds in my car.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but those converters, Summit's getting rid of those Hayes converters, and they actually had a Power Glide one. It was like a 3200. The Power Glide spline even. I was like, it was $150, and I almost bought it. You know, which they're probably still on there now because nobody runs a Power Glide spline. They all changed to the turbo spline
Turbos.
input shaft.
My problem with Fords is rust. Well, it all depends on where you live. I mean, everything around here is always rusty.
Yeah, my neck of the woods. It doesn't matter what you drive.
Yeah.
Dodges around here like to rust. Dodge trucks, especially. I don't know what the fuck it is about that, but anyway. Neighbor on their CB radio. I bet if my uncle was still around, he could zonk us out with his. Man, that thing was crazy.
Was it the linear he had under his seat?
Yeah. Yeah, the big old signal amplifier deal.
Shopcat, that 63 F100 was real steel, though.
Yeah.
That is for sure.
Yeah, that's some heavy duty. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not recycled pop cans like we're, excuse me, like we're, yeah, linear amplifier, right?
Yeah, I could totally tell when we would go to work with Dad in the summertime between summer break from school. We're cleaning the shop and we hear that difference between that hammer hitting that steel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know when he was working on that old 55 Chevy.
I just remember they were still doing lead work and the new cars were coming in and
Mm-hmm.
he'd hit it with a torch and the panel would just ripple. Like he couldn't even put lead on them. 76 D100, nice. Man, there's an old Dodge where I test drive up on Clio Road out in the country. There's an old, it's a long bed standard cab D100, and it's been sitting the whole time. I drive by it every day. I'm like, I'm gonna stop when it's warm out and be like, it's an old farm, you know, like you need to sell me that truck.
out where Chris did my the window tint Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
there's a black 55 underneath the barn that's just covered in bird shit.
And he probably won't
So-
get rid of it.
Well, me and Stevie are about to go find out.
Yeah. Well, right down the street from me, on the corner, on Barrett Drive. Do you remember Richie Newman?
Mhm.
His dad.
He had that
has-
all-wheel drive Talon.
Yeah, his dad has a '69 Super Sport Chevelle 396 4-speed in that garage. Took apart. It's been apart
Over on
40
Merritt?
years. Yeah, it's been apart for 40 years. I'm like, Rich, like, well, we need to put that car back together. He's like, I don't think you'll ever get it back together. And I'm like, well, if something happens, which
Yeah.
the boys will get it anyway, they don't. So him and his brother.
Man,
but
Rich, I had a 283 in my Camaro I drove every single day, and I loved that motor.
283. Oh, cast iron. Yeah. Yeah, I had. That's where this power glide came from. Was I got a '63 Impala. I got the engine and the transmission out of it for free. I had to go out by the airport in the country and pick it up. And yeah, and Dan, this is a triple black. Black car, black interior. Yeah, Astro Ventilation 1969 true super sport Chevelle. Like it's the real deal. And it's just sitting in pieces. And it's been that way since I was delivering newspapers when I was 12 years old. And it's still
That's
there.
crazy. I've been by that house so many times, and I've never seen it.
It's the car's covered up, and then a lot of he's got like a addition on the back of the garage,
Mhm.
and all the shit's in there. And yeah,
Yeah, that's nuts.
it just sits. It's like, yeah, those old 396 4-speed cars were tough. It does have the SS stripe, yep. Yeah, it's the real deal. He's had people contact him because I think it's in like a registry or something, and he won't get rid of it.
I went over to look at that Comanche over in New Carlisle, Midway.
Yeah,
It was gone.
rough, huh?
You throw a cat through the bottom of the door.
Was it old?
He still wanted $3,000 for it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a 57.
Oh, okay.
58?
Yeah. Well, like they say, they make parts for just about everything.
Man, I wasn't ready for all that.
68 Super Sport, yeah. I'm going to be doing a video on a 68 Super Sport convertible. It's a small block 4-speed car, all original. Friend of mine, Scott, his dad bought it brand new. It's been fully restored. Yeah, I'll be doing a video on that when it gets warm out. He wants me to come over and go through the carburetor on it. And yeah, his dad bought it in Cleveland brand new when he was in college. He was actually going to buy a Corvette, and he ended up buying this Camaro, and it's like the gold bronze color with a black top, and it's a 350 4-speed. It's pretty freaking sweet car. Really nice restoration job.
Cool, Mohawk. Thanks for hanging out.
Take
It
it
was
easy,
good.
Mohawk.
It was fun.
Did you see any of his alien UFO stories last night on Dr. Arts?
No,
Yeah, it's pretty.
no, I
neat
did not.
stories.
No, I was at the hospital with Abigail last night.
Oh, okay. Well, I've been on here an hour, and since it's not my live, I can leave. But I appreciate everybody coming by, and yeah, Rob's probably gonna be doing these for a while. We'll try and get him some subs, get him some watch time.
Well, and not only that, I kicked Elliot out of the other room so I can. I've got a room to do this in now
Yeah.
where I didn't have before.
Well, you're welcome to come over here. There's never anybody here besides the dogs, which I can't believe they haven't went off, and that because you would definitely hear them because they're right there.
Right.
Well, when Brenda will get home here in probably about 20 minutes, and they'll freak out for a second. But
Yeah. Ain't nothing like having a 120-pound Great Dane trying to climb in your lap while you're on the computer.
Yeah, I forgot about him. I haven't seen him in a
He's a
while.
tank.
I know he's got big. I'm sure.
Yeah, he's huge.
But anyway, but yeah, I said I appreciate everybody stopping by. I'm going to dip out. I'm going to go do some laundry. So, but yeah, we'll be doing the
I'm gonna hang
Tuesday
out for a
live.
few more minutes.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Anything you want. And maybe when it gets warmer, I want to run. Uh, I want to run a cable out into the garage. So we got hardline internet in the garage, and
That's
we
awesome.
can hang out there when it's nice
Thanks,
out.
Don.
Thanks, Don. So yeah, said sorry I was on a hiatus. I'm just doing some research, and well, I'm doing a lot. Not just YouTube research. We're doing other research, which you guys will find out about that here in probably the next, I don't know, 2 months probably when we do the big unveiling of what's going on. But we gotta keep it on the DL right now. But yeah, we definitely have a big surprise in store. So
As long as it works out, yeah.
yeah, it's a lot of work, but we're getting there. Getting there. It just takes time, and it gives me time to actually work on the truck, and I don't have to, you know. And maybe next week, if it's nice, I'll probably just be out in the garage hanging out. I'll just set my phone up and work on the truck. I started working on the roll bar some more.
I got the valves ordered for those cylinder heads finally.
What did I? Oh, the Frankenstein motor out there.
Yes.
By the way, we need to make sure those pistons are in correctly, because I don't think we have the center pistons in the right way. Because the Siamese valves, I think we have them flipped. I think we need to switch a piston from side to side to get. We'll go over it later. I have this note's been here since like last winter because
I
I had
thought
thought
we
about it.
already went through that.
I well, I want to make sure before we put the heads on it.
Okay.
So, because remember me and James did that and we boogered one up pretty good. So, but
Yeehaw.
yeehaw, yeah, exactly.
Dude, at this point, I don't know if he's ever going to start that thing. He ain't got
Yeah,
the chassis back yet.
yeah, like,
That's the one that old hot rod chassis got stolen out of his backyard.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd really like to lose custody of that thing here soon. I was evidently.
Hey, Scarlett.
What's up, Scarlett? Man, I checked out his video. No, I don't want to say it. I can't remember if it's a Barracuda or a Challenger, but man, it is. Oh, it's a Cuda, dumbass. It's a Cuda right in his name. But it is freaking beautiful. You guys have got to check this thing out. It is
I've seen it.
immaculate car. I really like that thing. Dan says Frankenstein. Yes, this engine is a Frankenstein.
Yeah. Guy
That's what I
threw a
call
bunch
it.
of parts at me and said, "Build me a motor."
And
And
we're like,
I started
okay.
looking at the rods wouldn't work, the pistons wouldn't work. I mean, it was just a gigantic pile of shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, Scarlett. Is we built an engine. A friend of mine built an engine years ago that was a pop-up piston. It had the old LT1 pop-up pistons in it, and we put them in upside down, and it did not end well. I don't even know how that engine even started, but it didn't work well. I do know we don't have them in upside down, but I don't remember if we have the valve arrangement
Direction.
correct. You know what I mean? Where the intake and the exhaust, and maybe that doesn't matter on those pistons. That pop-up might be just a
Oh no,
just
they're cylinder
they're
Pacific.
they're fly cut for the valve.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, then we need to make then we actually need to fix it. So all right.
But what scares me about that is we put a stock crank in it because that's the only thing you could find,
Hmm.
and there's a blower going on
That's why I call it Frankenstein.
it. But you know what? As long as it starts,
Yeah,
that's all that matters.
it's yeah,
Yep.
and it's out of my garage. Sayonara.
I told him I was going to help it. No, it was a normal cast stock crank.
Yeah, it's just an old cast 350 stock crank.
I had a
But it's just
383
a hot
crank.
rod, though. I don't think he's going to be out like
Well, I
really
had a
hard.
383 crank, those aftermarket rods, and then
Yeah.
these other crazy pistons, and nothing fit.
Nothing worked. Yeah, I remember
Nope.
that we went to put them in the bores, and the bore size was wrong, and yeah,
Well, the crank wouldn't even fit in the damn engine. And then Jegs give me the wrong damn bearings.
that's because we were trying to put the big journal 400 crank in a 350 block. It don't work.
Well, it was supposed to be a stroker kit for that engine, so
Yeah,
it's supposed to be machined already.
yeah,
But it is what it is.
right. All right, everyone, I'm out of here.
All right, later,
So we
bro.
will see you next week. Peace.
I got the intake off the 57 once again, as well as carburetor, distributor, coil wells, plugs, all the push rods. What were you doing, Rich? Once again, hurt something? Dan, he just handed me all those parts and asked me to put it together for him. And once I started putting it together over at the other garage, before I brought it over here, uh, nothing would go together. So I started checking part numbers, and early model, late model, that crank and rods were made for a Motown block. It was a Motown kit that those parts came from, but the block is nowhere to be found. It was a gigantic cluster. But after some time, I finally was able to get some usable parts. One for my brother Jeremy. I got a set of nice aftermarket rods. But we couldn't put the stroker crank in because it wouldn't fit. So we got that. He had a stock crank he said to throw in there, that he wasn't going to put any more money in that motor. So that's where we sit. And then those Chinese no-name aluminum cylinder heads, I have to get the valves cut, ground, and all that good stuff, and then the springs put on. The fun part has yet to begin. Making sure the push rods are right length, all that fun shit. I've tried to talk to him several times about just changing up. Jason, go to bed. Go do your laundry. Anyway, he doesn't have another motor to put in this. Well, he did have a car. He has a body. The chassis got stolen last year out of the backyard. Here's the funny thing. The 283 and the 57, number two cylinder. Oh. So you got a Frankenstein too. Huh. Why was it so low? Any of them. I mean, all of them were low, especially for that year motor. I think my 67 283 had 140 pounds, I think. Got no stroke. Wow. I missed my 283. That was a perfect motor. It ran 15s, got 16 mile a gallon. It was a fun daily. Oh no. Damn. Trying some acrobatics, trying to put that motor together, huh? Dan, those guys, the Southeast Gassers. I talked to the one guy in the which car was that? I think it was one of the Novas or the 55 Chevy. I can't remember, but he had a 283 that it redlined at 12,000. He launched at 10,000. No limiters, no nothing. Just hold on. I asked him what kind of valve train and stuff he had, but he wouldn't tell me. Yes, he did. Well, Jeremy ran a 327 in his wagon, and I think it ran 13s in that big ass wagon. But my 350, I didn't have built near as stout as that 327, and I went quicker than he did. I was running 12 O's with a 480 hydraulic, and he had a 540 solid tappet. And he got, I think best he got was 1290 out of his. Damn, Rich. He had 410 gears in the wagon, and so do I. Yeah, I think I would go with a whole new set of pistons, Rich. And if it's something you plan on building any power with, I love file fit rings. You know what they are every single time. Stock builds, it's whatever. Oh yeah, I'm sure it was heavier. But that same 327 we put in a 88 Camaro, I think. A buddy out in Carlisle. And he couldn't catch me. That's the motor. Actually, that 350 horse is the exact motor I have in my car. Except it was it came out of a 70 Monte Carlo 4-speed. It was fun to get apart. It had a hell of a ridge on the top of that cylinder. Six pistons are original. Wow. So you can't find any matching to go with the originals?
Nothing here. No. Yeah, look at that toy. I forgot to tell you about that. That was ours when we were kids.
What?
Yeah. Grandma gave it to me. Actually, she gave it to Hunter one time when we were over there.
Ah.
Rich probably get a kick out of that.
Vroom, Who wants to go camping? Man, I don't know if that's a Tonka. Shit. Yes, it is. Jason said that was one of our old toys. Grandma gave it to him. Well, we got a couple minutes left, fellas, and then I'm gonna have to run. I don't know, but the number one is original, and it only had an 85. Maybe for what year it was, larger chambers. I don't know. 'Cause my 67 was all original, and it was up in the 140s. I saw the Novas with 307s and stuff, but never actually got to. Yeah, you're welcome, Scarlett. Thanks for coming and hanging out. I'll be back. I'm going to do it some more. Jason's going to be doing his thing. I'm going to get on here and just till he comes back, and then I'll just have to invade his live when he comes back. $613,000 miles. That's quite a bit. Hmm. Yeah, Dan. I mean, their ratios are probably quite a bit lower in 50s. Being the second order school. Oh, 61,000. Yeah. My car only has the 5 digits. All right. Well, guys, I hate to do it. This was real fun, and I appreciate you all showing up. It was really awesome of you. I never expected to have everybody show up that did. I do appreciate it, though. But there's an export engine. Oh. Yeah, I'm not even sure what you mean. Yeah, you too, Scarlett. Appreciate it. Everybody, I'm going to have to run. I got to get home. So thanks again. Y'all take it easy, and we'll catch you next time, okay? See ya.